Hello everyone and welcome to another historic video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Origin of Humans. So today, a new set just dropped. It's a subset of the March of the Machine set. So there's not too many cards in it, but among them, there are some pretty interesting cards that caught my eyes that made me want to try out Origin of Humans. But before we get into it, I just want to emphasize that this will probably not work in Best of 1 just because we don't have any Brutal Cathars, Skyclave Apparitions, or even Juggernaut Peddlers in the main board. So if you're looking to try out Best of 1, I recommend adding those cards. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at the first card that we've gotten from the March of the Machine Aftermath to this deck. So the first card, Ayara's Oath Sworn. It's a 2-mana 2/2 human knight with menace. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, if it has less than 4 +1/+1 counters on it, you put a +1/+1 counter on this card. Then when it has exactly 4 +1/+1 counters on it, you can search a deck for a card and put it into your hand. And the fact that it has menace means that it's probably gonna hit face most of the times. And if you pair that up with something like Luminarch Aspirant, Dolly's Lieutenant, getting to that 4 +1/+1 counter shouldn't be too difficult. And there you go. It's a tutor in the form of a creature, and it happens to be human. And the next card that I wanted to try out in Origin of Humans is Copper Coat Vanguard. This is a 2-mana 2/2 human soldier. Each other human you control gets +1/+0 and has ward 1. So it's a lord that doesn't buff toughness, but only buffs the strength of the card. But you do get +1 ward. And if you played against like a Merfolk deck that played Sviolin, for example, you probably already experienced how annoying it is to get taxed just to kill another card. And coupled with Esper Sentinels, Dahlia in your deck, this is just additional tax that your opponent has to go through. So I expect a lot from this card, but at the same time, I'm not sure yet. Just because the fact that it doesn't buff the toughness. And the last card that I want to talk about that I put it in this deck is Jirina, Dauntless General. This is a 2-mana human card that targets opponent's graveyard and exiles it from existence, which is fantastic because you don't need to play something like Unlicensed Hearse because now you got Jirina plus General Kudros. So basically the graveyard should be covered with these two cards. Aside from that, it has an additional ability. Sacrifice this card. Humans you control gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of the turn. So against a control deck, now you got Jirina, Dauntless General, plus Invasion of Gobakin that can protect your board from being destroyed, which is going to be quite insane versus a control deck. And last but not least, this is not quite the card from the March of the Machine Aftermath, but it was from March of the Machine. We're playing 4 copies of Knight Errant of Eos instead of something like Inquisitor Captain, and that's because we are playing 21 lands. And that is entirely possible because this card has Convoke, letting you bypass a low land count, and you can easily curve this card on turn 3 if you played a card on turn 1 and 2. But having said that, I'm going to be trying this deck out in Historic Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video so far, leave a like, comment below, subscribe, and let's hop on over. Okay, so let's begin. Sure. Game 1. Even if we don't have a one drop. Audio, please. Mono green? Mono green? Sure. Oh. It is an elf deck, I see. Let's see. Probably should start pumping that. So if I want to convoke this turn, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should just attack with Adeline here. Oh, no. I made a mistake there. I could have actually... I could have attacked with the Luminarch Aspirant there. So let's get a General Kutros and Copper Coat Vanguard. So we got double Lord coming with all these creatures. Okay, game 2. I will say this is not the best matchup. We generally, like, when you're playing something like this, like, you don't really want to face heavy creature decks like that. But we'll see. Take out those, take out some Thalia. Maybe even just go down on Thalia completely. Yet again, we didn't find a 1-drop. I think I kind of want to mulligan that. No 1-drops here either. Yeah, quite strange, honestly. Quite strange. Opponent's reading the card. First time playing with this. It's a pretty cool card, honestly. Gains indestructible until the end. This card is actually not bad. I'm actually surprised they didn't attack. Why would they do that? Dolly's Lieutenant or Luminarch Aspirin? Put it on this card. I don't think they're gonna double block the Ayara. That doesn't make sense. Well, they're gonna lose their Llanowar Elves though. That's insane. I didn't expect that. Yeah, that's crazy. They just lost their land elf. Like, unless they don't need it. Okay, storm the festival. Slightly annoying. That's fine. We don't care about that.
Just can't help myself.
I should have actually played the Mutavolt last turn, by the way. So how should I sequence this? This is gonna be 6. Put the 7th here. Hmm. 8. So if I do this, they have to block this one, 6, a 7, 9. Oh, they're dead. They're dead. Okay, well, first game, and so far the Menace actually has proven to be pretty useful. And the +1. The ward hasn't been useful yet, but I'm sure it'll be useful versus like a Rakdos midrange. Okay, we play first. Ooh, finally. We see a 1-drop. Finally. Okay. Copper Coat Vanguard online. Really fast start for us. I think opponent is trying to march here for a lot of mana. They have to exile 2 cards, I think. They're trying to march with only 2 mana here. I could also just play this. I think it's actually better to cash in on this, right? Because there could be a board wipe next turn. Gas. So we know that they don't have a board wipe. Okay. A lightning helix. They topped it though. I don't like that. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. They just top decked this. By the way, we're playing 21 lands. What happened to us? We have more lands than them. What's going on here? What's going on here? Pretty curious, huh? Pretty curious. We don't even have Mutavault with this many lands. Actually, so bad. I'm pretty sure we would have been able to win this game, like, fairly easily if 5 of these weren't lands. But, you know, sometimes it'd be like that. Let's see one more turn, see what they get. But other than that, I think we're going to have to go next game. Okay, that's a good sign. We know what they're playing now that they got a Gear Hulk. Okay, so they're playing Gear Hulk, Juggernaut, General Kudrow, Invasion. I'm gonna go down on Luminarch Aspirants. Get in Jarena. Exile player's graveyard. Maybe it's actually Ayara here. I think so. Just make it annoying for them as much as possible. Honestly, though, they got lucky. I think I'll actually go with this card here. We're only missing out on 3 damage. And it's like, this is the perfect time to play it. So I'm guessing this is like what? Let's play out the Esper Sentinel first. They're thinking quite hard. Makes me think that they actually don't have a board wipe. I'll go with this card first. So they don't have double white for the board wipe, so this is a good sign. They let me draw. Let me see here. I'll go with this one first. Wow. I definitely did not expect a fry. Wait, why can't I cast Ollie's Lieutenant? What? Oh, that's funny. Because, okay. Because it has Summoning Sickness. Okay. That's my bad. I didn't know tapping for mana even has Summoning Sickness. Interesting. Okay, game 3. Do we want wedding announcement? Do we want wedding announcement? Maybe. Maybe. So honestly, I mean, Copper Code Vanguard has been amazing so far. It's actually been so good. Maybe we don't. I don't know. Like, wedding announcements. So I have wedding announcement there for Rakdos matchups, like mid-range matchups, but I'm not sure if you're supposed to actually bring wedding announcement versus a control deck. Okay, we got a Gobakin. But otherwise, our hand's kind of poor. Oh man. Should I gamble? I'm gonna try gambling. It's gamba time. Honestly, Dauntless Bodyguard there wasn't that bad. This is not looking good. I'll take a land. I'll take a land. Nice. Very nice. Dahlia's Lieutenant. I mean, Dahlia Guardian. So we kind of got there. Another land. That's good. So far, not bad. The Gamba paid off. Pretty good. So we'll go with Invasion first. And then hit it up with either these two. Thinking Jirina. Really? That's surprising. That's actually very surprising. Archmage Charm. Okay. We'll attack here, attack there. I think this game's over. Right? We have double hexproof. Five, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 damage next turn. If we sacrifice the Jirina, so that would be... So we would have a lethal if we sacrifice the Gobakin, if they try to do anything funny here. We'll sacrifice this. They don't gain any life. Now it's my turn. That is GG's. Okay. You know, these new additions actually are kind of popping off. I'll say. It's an easy diamond.